T let off some steam at a museum in Norfolk.
You don't need gym membership, do you? Just get one of these.
At a shop in Lincolnshire, Drew discovers something that's out of this world.
Look, they're like flying saucers, look. Yeah.
And it's off to Herefordshire, to an exceptional house crammed to the rafters with antiques.
Blimey, look at this.
But sadly, T proves he's no oil painting.
Look what he's done. I found the classic.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Wow. Oh my God. Blimey. Very impressive. I don't know where to look first.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
Yeah, he's odd enough. I bought a turkey. Not for the bird. Not for the bird.
Bargains hard.
4,500 for the pair.
Wow.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
How much does one of those run for?
About 150,000.
With help from his wife Rebecca.
Hey, that was a quick turnaround.
And a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items, from junk to gems. Another week begins for salvage expert Drew Pritchard and his team in North Wales.
Look at that. They look gorgeous in there.
There are inquiries to follow up and items to restore, and with stock flying out of the door...
Cool.
Drew and T head out across the country, searching for more weird and wonderful objects. It's a long trip ahead for the boys. Look in time and visit one of his favourite type of locations.
This is all very pleasant. Green and pleasant land. We're going to Strumshaw Steam Museum. They're set on an old country house farm type thing.
Has it been there long?
About 50 odd years, yes. Wow. Started as a private collection, then moved on from there.
Strumshaw village is 10 miles from Norwich, on the River Yar, within the Norfolk Broads National Park. Nearby is Strumshaw Fen, a 2,000-acre nature reserve managed by the RSPB. In winter, it's home to 15,000 ducks, geese and wading birds.
It's an unusual museum because over 60% of the stuff they've got in the museum works.
Wow.
Actually work amazing.
So what you're saying is we're off for a steamy encounter in the woods?
Strumshaw Steam Museum was the brainchild of Wesley Key. Having amassed his own personal collection of steam engines, he went on to open up the museum in 1954. It's now owned by his grandson, William Key, and is believed to be the largest private collection in the UK. Today, museum manager Tom Laird is in charge.
We have a group of volunteers that turn up here from as far away as Essex, Lowestoft, and work really hard. So we have got good crew. My expectation today is to sell some goods to Drew and to use the money to refurbish some of the equipment we've got. It's an expensive game, rebuilding equipment out of...
I'm not going to buy a steam engine, eh?
God, no. Well, it depends if it's a little one. They have power steering in the steam lorries.
Do they?
No. Hi, Tom. Drew, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Hi,
Good.
How are you doing?
And who's
Yeah,
this?
well.
Who's this? Hello.
That's Monty.
I like him. He's good. He's
I
great
like him
stuff.
too.
Well, I have to say, I can't ignore this.
No, you can't, can you? Let's go and have a look at it.
They've got one in your size.
This is Chris.
Chris, how you doing?
Morning.
And Chris.
Thanks, yeah.
This is Chris's engine.
Hello,
This is yours.
No, it belongs to the museum.
Oh,
But
blimey.
he's responsible for it in every way.
It's about 10:30, so you've been up since about 6:30 of you getting this going.
Right. Right, yeah.
Princess Royal. So what did this use? Not, it's a road worker. That's right. Yeah. I've learnt that to my cost. So it's not one of them, it's one of these.
Yeah.
So when was this built? Is this a 19th century one?
Yeah, 1921.
1921, so it's 20th century. That doesn't look it, does it?
No.
Old technology. Well, I'm going to go and have a look round.
Yeah.
You keep it under pressure. Can we come back and have a go?
Of course you can, yeah, no problem.
Lovely. Thanks.
See you later.
Go on, Monty. The full Monty. Go on.
Right, well, welcome to this.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? My word. Look at the size of these motors you've got in here.
And this is probably our oldest.
How old is that?
1914.
Strumpshaw's Steam Museum is wonderful. It's got that sort of Britishness about it. You wouldn't get this anywhere else in the world. This sort of quirky, odd, on a farm.
Working one.
Yes, you like that?
I really like that, yeah.
Well, what's amazing for me with that is how silent it is.
Yes.
And when you consider the size of the pistons and everything else that's in there.
When it's on its downstroke, nothing. God, look at that. Pumps nearly 700 millilitres of water a day.
Yeah.
This beam engine is from the Addington Well pumping station in Croydon. It was used to pump drinking water from 1893 for nearly 80 years. It took 4 tons of coal a day to run.
Don't you say that definitely won't fit in the van? I'm always impressed by heavy engineering, particularly really old heavy engineering. Just the sheer scale of them and the amount of work that these things could do in the day for very little input. Mechanically beautiful.
I remember them being this type of thing.
Now, we sold a pair of steam engines earlier this year for £120,000 because they were so bad we would never have raised the money to restore them.
Unrestored.
Yeah, unrestored. The bidding was good and they sold for 120 grand.
It was in living memory they were worth nothing, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Which is fascinating.
Steam power changed the way the world's industry worked. But it wasn't just about men in flat caps and heavy machinery. It brought music and merriment as well, as Lizzie demonstrates on her steam-powered organ.
You gonna fire it up, give us a tune?
Distraction, but Drew's here on business as well as pleasure.
There's something I spotted as soon as I walked in, and I can't ignore it.
Go on then.
It's not T's legs.
Attractive as they are, it's those.
Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they?
Horton and
They're
Spooner.
really good, aren't they?
The preeminent, the best carvers and gilders of fairground rides, gallopers, was Horton and Spooner. I've owned a lot of their stuff, but the one I'm in after is one of those, the Peacock.
Yeah.
The Peacock.
They're very rare. They're not ours. They're a donation, and that means we can't sell them. Otherwise, we would have done.
Drew may be out of luck with the peacocks, but it's not long until something else catches his eye.
Do you like them, Drew?
I do. These, I like a lot.
You like that?
I like those.
You like an awful lot.
I like a lot of your stuff, to be honest with you. I like see the red E-type there, the middle. Well, I like that
That's
one
a
as well.
triang.
All of them are.
Well, I'll get them down for you. Would you like me to get them down for you?
Well, only if they're for sale. I don't want to... Because I've seen
No,
them.
we'll see. You know, as I say...
We'll see. That means maybe.
I don't want to faint when you tell me what you're going to offer me.
The original colour there. Not
Perfect.
terrible.
Sorry?
Not terrible. It's been overpainted, was blue. Series 1, flat floor E-type roadster.
The earliest pedal cars date back to the beginning of the 20th century and were built to individual specifications for wealthy customers.
Cool, though, isn't it?
By 1910, mass-produced models were made by companies such as Lines Brothers, which created the Triang brand. Once restored, this 1960s pedal car...
The lens holders, it's been overpainted. And it's been sat clearly in a damp area for years.
Good ones of these are fetching really nice money, actually, now. What would you want for that one?
I'm going to leave it to you to make an offer.
All right. OK.
Top architectural salvage expert Drew Pritchard is visiting Strumpshaw Steam Museum in Norfolk.
You've got a beam engine,
Yes, we have.
a working one.
Yeah.
He's bidding for a pedal car, but is his offer way off the mark?
It's 300 quid in that condition, and that's pretty good for that one, I think.
Yeah, when we spoke earlier, I said I didn't want a heart attack, but you told me what you were going to offer me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't a slight than that.
I'll pay 400 quid for it. I'm right on it. I'm really as far as I can go with it.
Okay.
Happy?
Yeah.
I bet you are. 400 quid. That's pretty good.
The price might seem a lot for those pedal cars, but they're getting rarer. They are. Every now and again you can get lucky and you can buy one for 50 quid in terrible state. That was a nice one.
Next, it's off to the storage sheds.
As you can see, some of them, well, you know, some of them have got single seat and some of them have got two seats.
Yeah.
The older ones are the two-seated ones.
Yeah.
Those there are in excess.
These ones are probably too new for me, you know.
Yes.
I'm not turning them down completely. They are what they are. The elephant's probably the most attractive of them.
Yeah, it is, because it's the most unusual one, really.
Lucky. It's a tricky one.
Ark rides were named after and modelled on Noah's biblical vessel, with the carousel figures in the form of animals. They were originally a German ride that was introduced to Britain in the 1930s. These later examples make great decorative talking points and could be worth £500 each.
They look like late 60s, early 70s, and they've been overpainted. Saying that, there's two amongst them which are quite different. There's an elephant, and then there's a turkey. I think they're saleable, but there's only a certain amount I can pay for them.
What would you want for them then, Tom?
Again, balls in your court.
I know what I can
remember
get for
my
these.
heart. Now, listen.
Oh, here we go. This is... Nobody's ever threatened me with dying if I don't make enough off the big offer. Moon. I think the elephant I could probably have a go at. And the turkey, quite like. You better sit down. These ones I value at 150 quid and 175 quid for that one. I don't think you're going to be able to catch it.
That's good.
You happy with that?
Yeah, that's good.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you, thank you.
I've bought two of the Ark rides. Got one for 175. I think I paid 150 for the other. That's fine. There's not much work to them.
I bought a turkey.
Not for
Not for the first time.
We've had a good look around the museum, and now they're going to let me drive a steam engine. Can't wait.
Oh, it smells.
This showman's road locomotive was made by Charles Burrell and Son at the start of the 20th century. These machines were designed to provide power and transport for a travelling funfair or circus.
Come on! Straighten up when you just got turned. You don't need gym membership, do you? Just get one of these. What's a workout? Oh, thanks, mate. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Today I enjoyed immensely. Roadsters, the Jaguar is always going to be saleable, and it's a beautiful thing. Two other items I bought today were animals from a Ark ride, and I got an unusual. I got an elephant and a turkey, and I've never seen them that late in that style before. These are not the most attractive ones, but the price was very attractive.
We've made some money, good contribution to the museum, and we'll use it wisely and create a better museum.
I'm not built for driving steamrollers. Need arms like that. You need to be that big with arms like that, and you can be able to do that and shovel at the same time doing that.
They don't build them like that anymore at
They
all.
don't. Can I have a 2-foot-tall man with an arm the size of my leg?
Let's go and get stuck on the A14.
Let's.
But in spite of T's fears, it's a...
Went to the Steam Museum, which was brilliant, and I got that. The steering at the front is frozen, so that's all yours, Carl.
The Triang car, it's bashed. And so it should be. It's a boy's toy.
They had a lot of Ark rides, and they had gallopers, and they had all sorts.
Love that one. They're fantastic. That turkey is hilarious.
Gavin, get stuck into these straight away, clean and a polish all over.
Just going to wipe all the dust off this. I think there's much call for riding a turkey in a fairground, do you? Oh, I really want to go on the turkey. Will do. Photography.
Drew and T are off on their travels again, to the small town of Sutton on extraordinary stock.
We're going to meet a couple, Robin and Jeannie. They specialise in old lighting, antique lighting.
Right up your street.
Yes.
We knew it was by the sea because it's called Sutton.
Sutton on the sea, yeah. Gave it away, that, didn't it?
It was a bit of a giveaway.
Sutton-on-Sea is a typical English coastal town, and a holidaymaker's dream, with its colourful beach huts and pristine coastline. But there's no time to go for a paddle, as it's off to see Robin and Jeannie Nicholson, who have owned Nick Snack's Antiques for over 30 years. A wonderful old-fashioned Aladdin's cave, chock-a-block with quirky bric-a-brac.
We buy off scrap men, we buy off
We buy at
demolition men,
fairs, don't
buy
we?
antique fairs.
Here, there and everywhere.
We're interested in unusual.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Drew.
Hi. Pleased to meet you.
And you, how you doing?
Robin.
This is T.
You okay?
Hi, T.
Can we have a look inside?
You certainly
all
can.
right.
Yeah? Go on then. Is it full?
No.
Is it?
It looks full. Looks packed. Blimey. Wow.
We're a bit full at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you got any stock in?
We've got some more, yeah.
Wow. It's going to take some time to get around this lot. So how long have you been here?
30 years.
30 years in this shop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
We started with nothing. Just kept buying, just kept selling. A bit like you.
That's all it is, isn't it? People say, oh, it's such a difficult job. It's not, it's just start.
Yeah.
Just start.
Walk into Knicks and it is an assault on the senses. Some nice decorative items as well.
I like the optician's mirror a lot.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's good, that one. Can I drag it out?
Yes, of course you can.
This adjustable mirror and stand dates from around 1910 and would have started life as part of a retail shop. It could be worth £400.
It's got a nice nickel-plated adjustable fitting at the back, ebonized mirror frame, a nice really heavy cast iron base. Once it's all polished, it'll look $1 million, that.
That's nice. Yeah, that'll do the job. 145. What's there? Any trade on it?
125.
Yeah.
125.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks for that.
Welcome.
That's cool. I like that.
That type of mirror we can sell anywhere. Good looking, the wear's nice, it's useful, and it's unusual. You're not going to see many of them.
Hundreds for use in public buildings and businesses. They were so called because they took an electronic pulse from a main master clock to keep exactly the same time.
Everybody stops work and starts work according to these, so they have to be completely accurate.
Gents and Company Limited was established in Leicester in 1872 by John Gent. For over a century, they were major manufacturers of electrical equipment, particularly clocks, which were used throughout the world. Once restored, it could be worth £1,200.
The face is in good nick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know where it came from? You just buy it like that?
I bought it off a demolition man, but I didn't ask him where he got it from, actually.
What's our trade price on that? 2?
Yeah, you can. That much. Fine. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you.
Some things vary.
Right, let's carry on looking. Blimey. Bloody love shops like this.
Not many about, is there?
No, there isn't.
No.
These are my favourite ones.
Yeah.
What we're looking for is Hall of Fame on the gallery. And then we're looking for Hall of Fame on the rim, which I know this one already does because it's stepped. And then, how much is that one? Because it's only 2 bits, but I can't see a price on it.
I know, there's some more upstairs.
There's more?
Yeah.
All right, OK, well, can we keep that one in mind?
Yeah.
Any Hall of Fame parts at all? Anything, even just a gallery? T, where do you sit up here? It's completely full. Oof. These, Robin. These the rest of those lights you said you've got.
Yeah.
Really like.
Hall of Fame was founded in 1893 in France. The company is now a worldwide leading name in lighting. The hallmark of Hall of Fame luminaires is the glass refractor. Its clever prisms give an exceptionally even light to a room. Once refurbished, each light could be worth £250.
What have you got on them?
No.
55 quid each. How much of a take?
45 each.
45. You got that? And the one downstairs, the same?
Yeah.
It's different shape.
Yeah, different shade, yeah.
Yeah, OK. Can I have those, please?
Yeah.
There's those. I'll tell you what I've just spotted down here. These. Aren't they lovely? Look at those. Watch this, T. Ready? How beautiful is that? Look at that. Iridescent, that glass in there.
Reflectors, yeah.
Iridescent reflect unit.
These iridescent glass reflectors, once refurbished, could have a value of £120 each.
12 quid each, yeah? Marvellous. Right.
That's the best I can do on them,
No,
yeah.
that's fine. I'm not knocking it. We will take those all day long. Aren't they? Look, they're like flying saucers. Look.
Yeah.
Look at that.
My favourite find so far today is 3 very, very small shades. They're super cool. They're a little piece of art.
This is like Christmas. This is really great. There's that one I like as well.
Yeah,
See that one at the back
deco.
there, T? Can you see it next to the baby thing?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Oh, yeah. Is this another made-up one? Doesn't matter, though, because it still looks the part, doesn't it? Oh, watch your foot there.
That's how I bought it.
Oh, it is. The shade's of the money, isn't it? It's moulded, but it looks...
Yeah.
It's got some imperfections. Oh.
£100.
The next piece we see is a really good, stacked Art Deco pendant light. Stylish, but deco's hard to sell. It's very particular, so you've got to be careful.
I have a problem with deco. I like the finish, but... Actually, no, how much is it? What's it got there?
78.
60. Done.
Thank you.
Pull the label off.
I know I've got a stepped gallery that will go with that. So it will step down like that with the gallery, hit the shade, and then step back in. Beautiful.
4 sales already, and the shop hasn't finished lighting up Drew's day.
Blimey. I've not had one of those.
In another one of the rooms here, there's this really odd standard lamp. It's got a little circular sort of tray halfway up, and then this bizarre copper...
Had those before.
I've got the top.
Not keen on this.
Original.
I know it's original, but...
This unique copper standard lamp dates from the 1930s. Once rewired and refurbished, it could have a value of £400.
Unusual, odd, strange. I could get it back to the shop and photograph it and go, well, actually, it's just a load of old rubbish. But if nothing else, it's damn unusual.
Do you know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Somebody out there for it.
There might be. I'm not sure if it's me.
Architectural salvage expert Drew Pritchard is at Nick's Knacks Antiques in Lincolnshire. He's made a few good purchases so far, but will he chance his arm and buy the unusual copper lamp?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? So, please saying 150.
Yeah.
Gotta have it on it. It's just too unusual, isn't it?
Gone.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we'll have that. Unusual Lamp of the Day award.
Of the year, I think.
Of the year.
That one's a bit of a gamble. I'm not sure. You could get it back and go. Might end up at Pritchard Towers. That's what usually happens. You live with your mistakes in this business.
And lighting continues to be the name of the game today.
Oh, hang on. See? Don't go too far.
On his side.
That there. That lamp there. Oh, I like that. I think it's been cobbled together. Make a good pendant, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
This glass pendant light dates back to the 1930s. Once rewired, it could have a value of £350.
60 quid again.
60.
You remembering all this?
Yes.
You're not,
No. I'll come back round after it all. It'll come back to me as I'm putting it all in the back.
Today's been absolutely cracking. Bought loads and loads of stuff in a shop I've never been to before. Met some new dealers. So, all in all, top day. The tall optometrist mirror, that'll be received well, because while I'm away buying all week, they like to turn stuff over and that one will go quickly. Jeannie and Robin today have been an absolute pleasure to deal with. Proper, nice, old school dealers who know their prices bang on, and there's been no messing around, and I've bought well.
It's going to be nearly lunchtime.
Oof, look at that. To get this many items in one place is unusual, and it means it's a really good trade.
good little haul.
Yeah, it was.
Not bad at all.
Went delivered couple?
Yeah, it's good. You know, when's the last time you saw a shop like that?
Not with that kind of quality in it.
No. Worth the trip.
Onward.
Yep, onward and upward. Let's get going.
With another full load, they travel back to Wales. Enzo puts his feet up while the boys get to work.
It's a bit weird. It's Drew all over. That is the weird and wonderful. Drew doesn't seem to like this, so he wants me to paint it black and ebonise it. Probably going to take a few coats. Looks better already, I think. Just needs a good dust, really. Nothing major.
And it's time for Carl to get his screws have been in for decades.
New.
With the screws stuck fast, Carl uses a trick of the trade.
I'm going to have to go with the heat, but I'm going to have to do it very carefully. But the screws are brass and the casing's cast iron, so different metals expand at different rates, and it's just enough to crack the joint sometimes. That was a bit nerving.
The black bamboo that I painted before, I'm just going to French polish, then it's ready for photography.
Carl gives the reflectors a clean to bring them back to their former glory.
You've got to be careful on these, not to clean it too much that the plating doesn't come off. It's a nice, different
deco shade. long before the boys hit the road again. Drew's been given privileged first dibs on a lifetime collection of one of the most famous names in antiques. And everything's for sale. It's an opportunity that any dealer will give their right arm for. They're heading to Madeley Village in Herefordshire, 3 hours south of Conwy. The cathedral city of Hereford lies on the River Wye, near the English-Welsh border. There has been a place of worship there since Saxon times, with the existing Hereford Cathedral dating from the 11th century. The classical composer Sir Edward Elgar.
We're off to see Joanna Miller, and she is the wife of Martin Miller. Of the books of Miller's Guides. And I haven't bought myself one in 20 years, but every Christmas somebody will buy me one. Very large country house. And the best thing about this is every single thing in the house is for sale. I'm hoping to buy quality in quantity.
Are we going to need another van? So he's gap following us down in another one.
Martin Miller was an extraordinary entrepreneur who, during his lifetime, created the Miller's Gin brand, owned a string of hotels, and is probably best remembered for the Miller's Antique Guides, a must-have Bible of antiques and their worth for traders, and in Regency period manor sits on the outskirts of Madeley Village, 7 miles from Hereford. Although it was Martin and his widow Joanna's home, it also houses his eclectic collection of art and antiques. In their words, it's a half house of curiosities, half country retreat. Joanna will be showing Drew around.
We bought Great Brampton in 2009. My husband's love was really collecting as much as he could, cramming in as much as he put in those books. You see, there's so much in there that I think Drew will have a good selection. I'm quite curious what he's going to choose.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Great Brampton.
Hi, Auntie.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Quite an entrance.
Well, and we have a mirror on the door, so welcome, yes.
Blimey. Look at this.
It's a mini hall of mirrors.
Wow.
And the ugly beast.
The ugly, I like the ugly guy.
He has blemishes.
Hey,
like he's drank a bit too much, you know?
After his death, Martin's estate was put into the hands of his executors. Every item is now for sale and has been independently valued for auction.
To get this access to the house is privileged. To be able to buy even more so, the entire collection is going to be sold off. So to be one of the first people in and to get the pick is astonishing, really.
This could be a spectacular haul for Drew, but he's in a tricky position. None of the antiques in the house have been marked up, and only the auction house complete stab in the dark. And if they're not bang on, he'll be walking away empty-handed. This is cold and clinical business, where he can't rely on his usual bargaining skills.
Like the mirror there. Okay, so, continental pier mirror.
Pier mirrors are tall and narrow, designed to hang on a wall between windows. They were a common decorative feature in the reception rooms of 18th century classical houses.
It isn't worth that, an awful lot of money, but it's in the condition again that I like, and the style and the colour's really good. You can put that on a black wall, it looks good. It looks great on a red wall. Anywhere, that mirror will look good, and that's the mark of something that's just got the right feel to it.
19th century?
Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to think of the price.
The executor at the end of the day, T has been tasked with writing down the list.
Ah, wow. Look at this.
The curiosity.
Oh, my word. Wow.
It's not just a curiosity cabinet, it's a curiosity room.
By a country mile, this is not my favourite room in the house. I think this is my favourite room in Britain. It is fantastic. I'll just take the whole room.
It is a fantastic.
Just put it in a box. It's perfect.
It's a bit of everything from everywhere, and
Are they voodoo dolls?
They're fertility dolls.
Right. All right.
Yes, they put you off fertility, I think.
Yeah.
But,
not working for me.
But it's a mixture, everything from African.
Yeah.
Buddhist,
it's a real sort of.
It's great. That's a fruit bat.
I'm in love.
He's a little fruit bat.
He's great, isn't he?
You know, he's quite sweet, even though might freak people out. Okay.
That's good. We want to freak people out.
Oh, in a curiosity room, if you don't do that, where...
You fruit people out with a fruit mallet.
Yeah. There's an assortment of absolutely everything.
This I really like.
Do you know your muscles?
Yeah, I used to have some.
Plaster casts like this were used by artists for drawing accurate representations of the body. The moulds were sometimes taken from cadavers.
One of the first things that catches my eye is a large plaster anatomical arm. It's beautiful, and it's something I have to have, and when I really have to have it, I know it's going to sell well. The price for the arm I'm going to have to think about. I think we're going to be looking at around the 800 to 1,000 mark, I think.
This stand from the 1820s is made from fruit wood with a weighted base.
One item that was of interest was a table-mounted twin hat stand. It's unusual. Put it on your dressing table, hang your jewellery on it, maybe even put a hat on it. Okay, put him down as 120. There's so much.
More is more.
These plasters, you have a lot of these. Did you buy a collection?
I think there's 6 interpretations as cats.
Can you put those down? Don't put a price for now, because I need to see them all, but I'd be interested in all of those.
Yep.
There's an easel behind here.
Yes.
I can instantly see this is an absolute perler, and one that I really want.
This Victorian studio easel was made by G. Gents of London.
800 to 1,000 for that one.
It has this device in the back. Oh, look at that.
Nobody eat. My eyes following you around the room.
It was given to me as a gift. That
was quite horrible. T, sculptor's stand. Sculptor's stand. Sculptor's studio stand.
There are 4 of those.
No, get out of town.
These 4 wooden sculptor stands with adjustable platforms date from the 20th century.
These sell well, and there's 4. All of them are seriously good, and I'd want all of them.
Drew's list of offers is growing, but will his prices be anywhere near the executors' valuations? Salvage hunter Drew Pritchard is in Herefordshire. He's been given first access to the home of the late great antiquary.
Look at this.
The house may be awash with amazing items, but Drew's having to work extra hard today. Every single object has been valued by the auction house, and Drew can't bring his usual accomplished negotiating skills to the table. He's bidding blind, and if he doesn't get the prices spot on, he'll walk away with nothing.
Okay, the sculptor stands, put those down at 300 each. Plaster bust of a bearded gentleman. He's nice, huh? I like the wear on him. Unusually he's not wearing a shirt or a tie. He seems to have just got a jacket on with a t-shirt or something underneath. That's different, and different's good, different sells. There's some other busts in here, and I'm going to try and put a package of them together.
These 2 plaster busts were made by Walter Marsden in London in the late 19th at war memorials.
Okay, put him down at 500.
And in a house with so many rooms, there's always another one to look in.
We have a couple of cherubs,
like those.
putties.
A putti. I like the putti, and I like the cabinet
And the
as well.
cabinet stand, yes, it's beautiful.
Putti are figures of male children, usually nude and sometimes winged. These ones date from the 1800s. They've been attributed to Italian Domenico Brusciani, who became the leading figure maker in London.
You can't miss them. As soon as I walk through the door on my left-hand side, there's a staggeringly beautiful pair of plaster putti. They're very, very well moulded and cast. They're ticking all the boxes right now. That little numbering on the front.
I don't think they've always been in that case.
No. Can those go on the list? In the case?
It came with the case.
Yeah. Let's price it as a whole. Let's price it
Yeah.
as one then.
After a long and hopefully lucrative trawl through the miller's incredible collection, it's now crunch time. Ioana has called the executors and gone through Drew's extensive wish list. Will any of his offers meet the auctioneer's exacting estimates?
Okay, so you've got your list, we've got ours. So number 1, we've got one continental pier mirror. I don't know, there's something about it. I don't like to sort of ask myself too much why I like things. Some things just get me. I just want them. 300.
375.
Yes, fine. The arm. I'm not going to argue with you for that. I'll take it.
That's a good arm. It's a good hand.
The 6 plaster lions. I've got 2,000 down for those.
I think that's the one, I'm afraid.
Too
we
low.
paid, yeah.
You paid?
We
paid over 3?
Much more, yes.
Much more. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll leave
so
that
much
one
more
then.
than
That's
that,
it. We can't really move on that. That's going to be it.
So it's a no on the lion statues. Are the rest of the items going to meet the same fate?
Sculptor stands, 4 of all.
Yes.
I think there's 2 the same and then 2 odd ones.
Yes.
Different sizes. 300 each, so £1,200 for the 4.
Yes.
Happy?
Yes.
Good. Great. Good.
Sculptor
Doing well.
stand.
Yeah, this is good.
There's more good news. He's spot on with the hat stand, the pier mirror, the studio easel and the plaster busts.
Oh, yes,
I
the
put
2 cherubs.
£1,500 down for those.
And we agreed 2 putties in the mahogany display case at $1,550.
Oh, fine. Yeah, that's fine.
$1,550 with a
$1,550, we'll
great
take that.
case.
Yeah, great case.
The cherubs are...
Cherubs are beautiful. Well, we've done well. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Drew.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Today has been spectacularly good. I've managed to buy a lot of really good items that I'm incredibly pleased with. This house is one of the representations of Martin Miller. So to come to his house and buy things, it's a privilege. Ioana is absolutely charming. She's lovely. She's been an absolute joy today to deal with. We've had a real laugh, and obviously it's an emotional time getting rid of some of the...
Quite a lot of spaces left to look at and explore, so if they want to come back, they're welcome.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's some fun there.
You need a curiosity room.
Oh my God, was that not the best room you've ever seen? A fabulous house.
With a full van, they journey back to Conway.
You lot are going to be busy. We bought a lot of things.
Oh, that's a gem. The mirror is a wonderful piece for a lovely private house.
It's beautiful. I know you can't keep it.
I know.
I know, that would be what...
Did I have that look? Oh, it's a belter.
Yeah.
Easily your best one.
Every penny. It's a gem.
I paid $1,550 for this with the 2 little pooty in it, which look amazing in it.
We've got 2 different items to sell here. We're going to sell the display case on its own, and then the little pooties just purely as decorative items. The oak sculpture stands, they need a lot of work, but we're always asked for them. They go into retail, they go into people's houses. They're great items.
Isn't that nice? The twin hat stand. Beautiful.
Be nice for your caps.
Nah. Maybe when I bring out a wig range.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's what it is. I just realised it's a wig stand. It's not a hat stand.
It's not a hat, it's wigs.
It's a wig
well
stand.
done.
Yeah.
The plaster arm is so Drew. He loves anything that's anatomical.
Stay. Furniture restorer Alex gives the sculptor stands a new lease of life.
A lot less giving that now. That's perfect, actually. Hopefully it'll sell.
The other purchases are prepared for the website, and there's an immediate sale on the wig stand, which is bought by one of Drew's regular customers, an antiques dealer in Glasgow. The art rides from Strumpshaw Steam Museum take pride of place in Drew's outlet at Liberty of London. And there's been great success with the items from Nick's Knacks.
You can't let go now.
A tall dressing mirror, gone, optician's mirror. Every single piece of lighting we could bring back as sold. One item I wasn't sure of was the tall copper sold at a profit. It just proves that every now and again, even though I hum and ha, in the end we got it right.